This is a replica of one of the best-known specimens of the first bird, archaeoptyerx. It's not the real specimen, which is in a museum in Germany, but it's a replica that shows the salient features of this animal, which are very unbird-like in a number of different ways. It was called the bird when it was first discovered because it has these spectacular feather impressions coming off of the arms, indicating that it had wings, and there's feather impressions coming off the tail as well. But in terms of its bony structure, it's very different from any modern bird. It has this long, bony tail. It has separate fingers with claws on the ends of them on the hands, and it has sharp, pointy teeth in the mouth, which are features that no modern bird has. But again, it was called a bird because it had those feathers. This is what the skull of Archaeopteryx would have looked like in real life if it was restored back to 3 dimensions. And even this has features that you don't see in many modern birds. It has these openings on the top of the head and these openings behind the eye socket on the side of the head. And if you look at the skull of a modern bird, it doesn't have any of those. It doesn't have those openings up here or on the side of the head either. Birds ancestrally had these things, as Archaeopteryx shows, but during the course of their evolution, they have lost these particular features. So the skull of Archaeopteryx is actually much more similar to what you see of small meat-eating dinosaurs, such as Velociraptor. The skull structure of Velociraptor and Archaeopteryx are very, very similar to one another, which indicates that these have a very close evolutionary relationship to one another. And that evolutionary relationship is not just in the skulls, but in other parts of the body as well. This is the arm and hand of Velociraptor. And notice that right here in the wrist, there's this D-shaped bone, a D-shaped carpal bone, one of the wrist bones. And that motion on that little, the curved part of this D-shaped bone allows the hand to move in the same way that birds use to fold up their wings. And Archaeopteryx itself has that exact same shaped bone in its wrist as well. So it's via these kinds of things, these kinds of features, that tell us that birds are actually direct descendants of little meat-eating dinosaurs similar to, but not directly from, Velociraptor.